Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Tuesday the 1st of July. A deal's been struck on infrastructure upgrades for two new inter-islander ferries in 2029. Minister for Rail Winston Peters has announced an agreement with Centreport, Port Marlborough and Kiwi Rail on core infrastructure. Political reporter Azaria Howell has more.
New wharfs will be built in Picton and the existing wharf servicing the soon-to-retire Aratiri in Wellington will be strengthened to suit the new Cook Strait ferries for the next 3 decades. Winston Peters calls it a no-nonsense approach. The government remains in talks with 6 shipyards competing on price and quality.
And Finance Minister Nicola Willis says Ferry Holdings has been set up instead of putting Kiwi Rail in charge.
This is the entity responsible and focused on 2 things. 1, getting the port infrastructure delivered in a timely and affordable manner that we need to receive these new ferries, and 2, procuring the ferries internationally.
The opposition leader is calling government boot camps a disaster. A teenager's been kicked out of the government's military-style academies program for youth offenders after allegedly offending and facing court. Labour's Chris Hipkins says the pilot program's not been effective.
If the number one goal is to reduce young people's re-offending, boot camps aren't working.
The Finance Minister says changes to the Family Boost scheme are on their way. The government previously said it would announce changes to the childcare tax policy in June. It's been admitted the number of families initially thought eligible was wrong. Nicola Willis says there are 2 changes made by Cabinet yesterday, and they apply to fees incurred from today, with claims able to be made from October.
The first is to increase the amount of rebate, which will have the effect that people on lower middle incomes with lower rates of fees will be able to get a bigger rebate.
Willis says the second is to reduce the abatement rate, so families earning more than $140,000 will be able to claim a bit more. Less than 3/4 of students attended school on Term 2's last day, the lowest this year. Jamie Cunningham reports.
Ministry of Education figures show 759,000 pupils were supposed to be in class on Friday, but about 539,000 showed up. Attendance rates were consistently over 85% for the rest of the term. It's clear severe weather had an impact for students in the Upper South Island, with just 20% of Tasman pupils at school on Friday.
Positive signs on consumer arrears, but some businesses are still doing it tough. Latest Centrix data for May shows the number of people behind on payments is down on last year for the 5th consecutive month. Company liquidations have risen 27% year on year. Chief Operating Officer Monica Lacey says that's partly due to increased enforcement. A 31-year-old man's been charged with wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm in relation to a homicide investigation in South Auckland's Otahuhu. To sport, Warriors reserve grade playmaker Tanner Boyd views himself as a logical replacement if halfback Luke Metcalf is ruled out for the NRL season with a knee injury. Players, staff and spectators have absorbed the hottest opening day on record at Wimbledon. Air temperatures on court reached 32.3 degrees, surpassing the 2001 record of 29.3. And Nathan Lyon has ended his era as the Australian Test cricket team songmaster, passing the mantle to Alex Carey, the 9th custodian. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.